In the wake of the verdict of the Sitzer Burnett case, we want to make sure that our team is adequately equipped with knowledge to both help with questions that you may receive and to help you prepare for operational pivots that will be needed in our business. In this first video, we will give you an overview of the case. The Sitzer Burnett case was initially brought forth in 2020 in Missouri and reached class action status in April of 2022. Essentially, the plaintiffs hired listing agents in Kansas City, Missouri to sell their homes and market them within the MLS. These plaintiffs signed a listing agreement agreeing to pay commissions upon the sale and agreeing to share a portion of that commission with a cooperating broker, which is not abnormal in our industry. Afterwards, NAR and 4 corporate defendants, HomeServices, ReMax, Anywhere, and Keller Williams, were sued, alleging that commission rates are too high, buyer brokers are paid too much, NAR's code of conduct, MLS Handbook, and corporate defendants' practices combined led to price fixing. It's important to know that Missouri is in the 8th Circuit of Courts, while Florida is in the 11th Circuit. Sometimes a court in one circuit can make rulings in their circuit that are carried out in other circuits, but not always. It is possible that the ruling from the 8th Circuit may impact the 11th Circuit, where we are in Florida. It's possible, but we are not yet sure. As I've told you before, 2 of the corporate defendants, Anywhere and ReMax, have settled. This is not unusual, as 90% of cases settle prior to trial, as there's so much more certainty with settlement. The remaining corporate defendants, NAR, HomeServices, and Keller Williams, proceeded to trial this October. After an 11-day trial on October 31st, 2023, the jury, after just a few hours, resulted in an unfavorable verdict for our entire industry. Damages in the amount of $1.78 billion were automatically trebled to $5.4 billion. However, the jury did not give instructions on what changes should happen, which will now fall upon the judge to decide. It is unclear whether the judge will issue an order impacting just the 8th Circuit or the U.S., or whether the judge will address the cooperating rule narrowly or really aggressively, making NAR strike the rule altogether. This is why many brokerages, boards, and MLSs have not made any changes up to this point, as doing so would be based on pure speculation of what the judge may do. A reminder that the Morrill case is still open and set to be tried next year, which is happening in the 7th Circuit. If this results in a different verdict than this one, then it could be a split decision, which could put the cases up to the Supreme Court. Although the number of copycat commission lawsuits has proliferated in the 2 weeks since the jury verdict in the Sitzer Burnett suit, these lawsuits potentially run the risk of being consolidated into a multi-jurisdiction litigation suit, as there are federal rules in place to prevent the wildfire-like spread of these copycat suits. We do know that NAR and the corporate defendants are planning to appeal the decision, as they do not believe it's supported by law. Those of us in the industry would absolutely disagree with the verdict, as we have been on the front lines of regularly negotiating our commission with home buyers and home sellers. HomeServices' biggest argument is that these rules have been in place for decades, long before HomeServices even existed. So how, logically, did we conspire on a rule that existed prior to our existence? It will take years to resolve, but an initial order will most likely come sooner. As of now, there's no immediate change in how we do real estate in the state of Florida, or how we operate transactions today. Please be mindful of the fact that we are working on collateral, resources, scripts, and more for you to be able to conduct your business in the most professional way and be equipped to handle any objections that you may face. We look forward to working through this with you.